And I will get this card coupled with this card, and it's gonna be awesome. Something incredible is gonna happen. I don't know what. Alexandros Mograine. We've had Mograine once this meta. We went 10 wins with him, I remember. I'm gonna take him. He also looks cool. I deleted our signature Alexandros Mograine. Looks about 1,000,000 times better. And our first pick, serviceable 2-drops or an Icy Touch. I have found Icy Touch to be kind of nice. I don't know. I've only had it in a couple of decks a couple of times, but the freeze effect is good, man. It's a lot better than a regular Arcane Shot style effect. You can freeze a 9/9 and just push everything face or whatever. I'll take the Maze Guide. It's good for generating corpses. It's good on 2. I like it. Ooh, Soul Stealer. Kind of a reward for being Mograine. So, like, I mean, Sin Runner's fine. I'd be happy to take a Sin Runner, I think. Animal Companion's fine, too. Probably close between those two. But Soul Stealer's sort of a payoff for being double blood or triple blood in this case. It works really well with Alexandros, because sometimes you're just looking to destroy a board and then prolong the game. Like, just by destroying 2 5/5s, you might end up dealing an extra 6 or 9 damage, and that's enough to win. I never left, so technically I was first. What about Commander Rootbot? He's been first since 2018. Soul Stealer? Okay, wow. Kind of interesting because I really don't want to pull Mograine, and I guess I don't want to pull Soul Stealer either, even though you have a 7 and an 8 cost undead. You'd think a 9 cost undead that pulls undead out of your deck would be good, but stat-wise, I mean, a 9-mana 4/8 that summons a 5/5 or a 7/7 is pretty good, but I think I'll just take the Neophyte. If we get that little shitter that spits out copies of himself, this 2/5 can be really good. I'll take him. I'll take her. Ooh, Collateral. Kind of insane. Felmaw would be really, really good too, but I think we just take the Collateral in and hope we get... It's a copy? I don't think so. I think it draws it and then summons it. I don't think you get a copy in your hand too. Unless I'm crazy. Maybe, do you get to keep it? Maybe you do. Either way, I don't want a 7, an 8, and a 9 in my first 4 cards. I don't want a 7 and 2 8s in my first 5 cards. But Collateral is just so important. I am going to take it. Alright, everything else can cost less than 7. Let's take a Jeweled Macaw. The other cards are so bad, and Jeweled Macaw's pretty good, so pretty easy pick there. Ooh. And I was going to say, I was hoping we would not see another Collateral until maybe the very end of the draft, so we could know that we could maybe afford to take 2 8s, 2 7s, and that's kind of it. It's just too powerful not to take. But I am a little nervous. Okay, there's the shitter who spits out copies of himself. So we have a Neophyte. Bone Guard Commander would be good. I would be a little apprehensive taking it right now if this was like, one of these type of cards. I'd probably pass the Bone Guard Commander because 1 7 and 3 8 drops. I don't know, man. A 4th 8 feels bold. Strongman. Man, this card's really bad. This card's pretty bad. Flight Master. But I mean, do I really want this? It's only good if you are casting it with here, and that just makes our curve even worse. Because then it's like a card you can't play until turn 8. Yeah, you're playing it for 0, but you have to wait until turn 8 at the earliest. I'm just going to take a Flight Master and feel bad about that for sure. Soul Stealer for Strongman, yeah, that's good. Our issue with our deck right now isn't doing powerful stuff on turn 7 and 8. It's making it to turn 7 and 8. And while Flight Master doesn't, always help, if I have a 2/5 and I give them a 2/2 and I free kill their 2/2 with my 2/5 and I have a 2/3, a 3/4, and a 2/2 on turn 3, like something like that can be really powerful still. It's where you're already behind and you need to just develop something and you give them a 2/2 that it really hurts. or you play a Flight Master and give them a 2/2, and then they just like lightning storm your board away, and it doesn't matter that you got an extra minion. Healer's fine. I think I'll just take a Raider. The rush, the taunt, the ability to remove something right away, I think is still pretty good. Yeah, I don't hate Batty. I don't think. Oh my gosh, thank you. I don't think any of this stuff is all that bad, but I think I'll take a batting guest. Man, I could see an argument for Corporal here. But this 5 is still really good. The issue is I have Malignant, and those do eat up corpses quickly. It can be hard to support. Like, I think you can do 1 Malignant and 1 Corpse Bride and have them both be good. If you get a second Malignant or, you know, more of these cheap corpse utilization type effects, you can run out pretty fast. We do have the correct hero power to generate a couple extra corpses, and it's early enough I'm going to take it for its power, but I do think the cheap early stuff is probably better right now. It's an interesting pick too, because Cadaver's fine. I mean, it's nothing to get excited about, but I need early game plays. Elbor, same sort of deal. If it's buffing a beast, it's pretty good. We currently have 1 beast that I'd probably rather play on 1 before it anyway. Stonehill with Death Knight taunts, there's a couple of good ones you can hit. In Hunter, I don't think there's probably anything worth hitting. But it could be 2 corpses and it could slow things down in the early game. I guess I'll take it. I like Mark Shot. In this deck, I wouldn't mind grabbing a Body Bagger somewhere along the line, just to help kind of fuel some of these early game things. Counts as 2 corpses, but I think a Mark Shot. I guess Batty Guest counts as 2 corpses in that same way. I think I'll take that. Probably an argument between Batty Guest and Og Merchant. I'm just looking for things I can do proactively turns 1, 2, 3, 4. And if there's not a ping target to remove a minion, Og Merchant can be awkward. Sometimes you can't even play it. Whereas Batty Guest I can always get down, and it can always help out my Malignant Corpse Bride strategy. Neophytes on curve with the effect. So it's like you may be able to like play the Batty Guest on 1, play a Batty Guest on 2, or like a Maze Guide, play the Neophyte on 3, buff the Malignant Horror, and then you may even have enough corpses through all that, depending on what they do, to threaten the Reborn on the Malignant on curve. I will take the Felmaw right now. Very happy to grab a Felmaw. Really like Ball of Spiders. Really like High Main too. You know, I'm gonna just take Ball of Spiders, I think. I'm curious what the stats say for these two. High Main is at 56. Played win rate of 57. Ball of Spiders is at 58.5 and a played win rate of 60.7. Turns out a 3-mana 3/3 that draws 3 and gives you 3 corpses is actually a pretty good card. Happy to take Frenzied Fangs here. I think Rapid Fire would be reasonable to take 1 of, but our deck wants cheap early corpse generation, and that is what that is. I do think Shadow's quite good. Sidekick and Icy Touch, both playable, I think. Seems strange that a vampire is not an undead to me. Although maybe they're the living undead. Let's take the Shadow. Very happy to take another Frenzied Fangs. Infuse 3, which makes it quite hard to get that on curve, but you know, you can couple them out with other 1-drops on 3 maybe infused. Happy for that. Crystal Broker's very good on 10, but I think I'll just take a Gargan. Help me come back in the mid game, and also should be relatively easy to infuse in this deck. Double Batty Guest, double Frenzied Fangs, Spiders. It's a lot of early corpses. I'm just a no muncher enjoyer. I think 1 Librarian would be okay, and I don't want Inconspicuous Rider. I am happy to take a Death Strike. Not a lot of blood cards after the first couple of picks start with a triple blood card. Second pick being double blood. And we've only ended up with one. This was a very early pick for us too, wasn't it? But I'm happy to have a Death Strike. Cards like this are even better in our deck with Alexandros, because just removing your opponent's 4/5, having the 6 health life swing just could sometimes be, you know, 6-9 damage, 10 damage maybe from Mograin's effect if you've already gotten it down. While I'm not crazy about any of these, I'll just take the 2. We still probably need 1 or 2 more things to do on 2. And if it hits Malignant, it can be pretty nutty. How come I don't have a golden Malignant? Pretty easy Macaw. Keeping in mind that Noxious, I think, would be fine to take in the deck. And honestly, I'm not opposed to running 1 Explosive Trap. I think it's better than a lot of garbage. But I'd rather take a good minion. Wow, Corpse Explosion too. I've been very upset that Scuttlebutt Ghoul is not an undead somehow. Is that the warrior card? Seems like it should be an undead. Bloodworm or Statue? I think Statue's the best card here. Just doesn't really help me with my early game strategy. Is there any buff that really matters there? Kind of. The buff on this is pretty good. The buff on this is pretty good. Good guy, Red, all serious for his YouTube video. Golden Mograine looks sick. That's what I was saying when we got offered it. The signature one looks like absolute total ass, and the golden one looks so good. All right, let's take the Statue. We're gonna have to deal with this. I'll take the... Man, I need a 2. This card's actually good, though, and this card sucks. All right, just a good 2. Just a Hematurge. Just give me Hematurge. Okay, I'll take Geist. It's like Hematurge, but you don't get to pick something good, and sometimes you end up with something good. Yeah, deck looks good. Good curve, good cards. Let's get 12. I'm going to keep all of that, I think. Just go ahead and shout out today's sponsor, Coinbase, okay? The promotion is still going on for another, I'm not sure exactly how long, 2 weeks?
The exit is this way.
I'll get you some more details. I just wanted to talk about Coinbase real quickly at the start of this run. To let you know that Coinbase is one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. Let's kill that. It's an all-in-one platform. It's already used by millions of customers to securely buy, sell, and trade and discover cryptos. Coinbase is supported by over 100 countries and has world-class security standards, compliance practices, customer support, and more. All of that's used to ensure that Coinbase is as secure as possible. Well, that's how secure I like my crypto trading platforms personally. If you exclamation mark Coinbase in chat, you can sign up and claim a free $20 worth of Bitcoin. On your first trade. Once you trade, you make an account with our link and then trade, and then you get a free $20. So it's that easy. You don't have crypto, Red? Oh, I'm made of crypto. What's up, Merc? That's how TK made his first million, through Coinbase? That actually may be true. This could give us an undead beast, right?
You shall know.
I actually thought about that. I should have hit with this one. Did you get any new Pokemon cards? I've been picking up some Magic cards lately. Although I do have my eyes on a couple of Pokemon cards from the last couple of expansions. But I need to earn more money. Hey. Is that the beast I gave him? Wait, this card's kind of farming me.
Just a drop.
The hell is that? Tech tracker? Yeah, sorry, let me pull that up for you. Anything for you, boss? That's not a real person. Oh, that's buffed? Yuck.
A thirst beyond death. It sings to me. A thirst beyond death to me.
So open the cages? I thought it might be Ice Trap. I mean, I could have cast it first. But this thing already had Reborn, so... What I really wanted was the 6 power to threaten lethal here. Gambit 1 is almost over. We have like 20 seconds or 15 seconds. It's almost over. I also think Come Rocket have been some of the most lucrative investments in the past 20 years. Oh, I actually heard about that back in the day. Well, I mean, sometimes, you know, you gotta get on a rocket ship to the moon. It is in death that we are truly tested.
Hungering for. This'll make the pain go away. How odd.
How odd.
Never serve.
I always wonder about this. Like, should I keep both of them? It's like they actually don't put that much pressure on individually. And I feel like we will run out of cards if we just dump a bunch of ones. I'm going to play Macaw first in case it gives me a 2 or a 3. It can help me smooth out my curve leading into Malignant. It's a little worse if, like, he's playing like a 2-1 or something. But I guess if he's playing a 2-1, then he'd probably rather just ping. That's a good draw. So now we can do that into that and probably have it active. You like the new DK portrait? This one? This one's okay. Or I don't know what the new one is.
Was not tidy. Just a taste.
I don't like the surfing one. That one looks stupid. No offense. Doesn't feel like Death Knights should be surfing. I mean, I don't really care, but it looks out of place and not well made anyway, so. I cannot trade everything off and get the horror down. That being said...
Taste.
Whoa. Oh, I have to trade that off, though. Oh, no, I don't. Can I just kill his guy? Is that okay? And then next turn play the 1 and the 2? It's like a 2-4, it's still good. I think it's still worth it to play there, but it immediately, one of them becomes a 2-1 immediately if I leave up the 3-1. And while I get much less of a threat down this way, maybe I can do some work here.
My business.
Ball of Spiders. Ball of Spiders is a good counter to Forensic Duster. Let me reply. Man, replying on eBay on desktop is such a pain in the ass. It doesn't let you see the conversation. I think I'll keep the Frenzied Fangs. All Spiders is really good. Deck is curving out so well, I guess half the deck is 3 or less. Yes, this is what we kind of talked about throughout the draft. We actually only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards over 5 mana. 6, 7, 8 cards over 4. So 2/3, more than 2/3 of our deck costs 4 or less. So that's something we were really trying to consciously focus on during the draft. I missed the draft, but I like it. Yeah, me too. It was a little dicey because if you caught the draft, not to spoil it, obviously first pick Mograine. Within our first 6 or 7 picks, I think we had Mograine, second pick Soul Stealer. Within the first 7 picks, I think we had the 2 collaterals, and then I was very, very conscious of how dicey that could be. We passed a Bone Guard Commander for a good card, but a good cheap card. I can't remember if we passed a 3rd collateral. We might have passed a 3rd collateral. Queenie played some more, and then she uninstalled. I think she's gone already. That seems very possible. Thank you, Katie, for the raid. Katie raid, Katie raid, Katie raid, Katie raid, Katie raid, Katie raid. What a life. What a life we find ourselves living. Where no longer do the kind-hearted babes spit on us as we walk by, silently hanging our heads in shame, but instead we befriend them and they send some viewers this way. And we get to talk to them from time to time, and it doesn't cost us $1.99 per minute. What a life I find myself living. What a wonderful life. I hope your stream went well. Full of many subs and many League of Legends wins. If that's what you were playing, I don't actually know. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Whoa. Kind of a 1 in 3 at rank. That's not good. I did a sponsored game, like a Twitch bounty for this game called Strenova. It was kind of like Overwatch or like Valorant, those type of games. Shooter, third-person shooter. I think, was Overwatch first person? I can't remember. But I played it a little after the bounty. I played like, I don't know, 10, 15 games. And I swear I won like every game, but I was the worst. It ranks like every player in every game. Like I got like last place and my team would win. And you know, I really felt like I was helping in some way. I mean, sometimes I killed some people and it was hard. But I bet you played great individually. And your team probably let you down. You probably had like a Redbeard on your team. But then I uninstalled it because I was getting so mad. I was getting so mad. So I had to uninstall it. Now, look, you know, any potential sponsors, the game was an absolute blast. I either had to uninstall it or play 19 hours a day to become rank 1 was kind of where I found myself. M. Cloven, thank you for spamming the Katie raid. I'm sure she appreciates that. I do. And we even got a follow from M. Cloven. That's sweet. That's nice. That's sugar and spice. That's pretty nice. But maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Better teammates. Faster zoomer reflexes. You know, who knows? What happens here? 1, 2. I think it's actually kind of sickening that this card doesn't clear a Malignant. Like, Army of the Dead is so good and costs more and still doesn't even clear it. Which I think is, in and of itself, a big part of the problem with that card. It leaves up a 2-1 and another 2-1. And, you know, I guess it was turn 6. Like, you don't always even have that many corpses. I guess you don't always have enough corpses to split this on 4 or 5, but a lot of times you do. How about the Kings? I watched the first, like, 6 minutes, 7 minutes maybe, of game time, and it was, I ended up 6-2. It was 2-0. I was like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. I just turned it off and I was like, okay, let me check the score. Like 10 minutes later, I was like, yeah, it could be 2-2. Maybe I'll turn it back on. Maybe it's 2-1. Kind of an interesting game if it's 2-1. It was 3-0. I was like, okay, fine. I just won't watch it. And I checked again, and it was 4-0. I was like, okay, fuck this. I mean, like, I was just checking on my phone. I was doing other stuff too, you know? And then...
Just a taste.
Finally, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe they came back in a miraculous flurry of, you know, goal-scoring prowess, and it was like 4-4 or something. And I missed like an incredible game. I looked and it was 5-0. And I said for the third or fourth time today that I hate hockey. And realized now that the Kings have given up 14 goals in their last 2 games. That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem good.
Is in my grasp. I have no time for games.
Could be runes. Zoomer reflexes. I'm zooming right now. Good luck. I'm on lurk. Okay, Katie, thank you so much. Hopefully we got a mod to shout you out. Smelly Hen's here. He probably did it. He could probably do it if he hasn't had time. I can probably do it. I can learn. But you guys should also check out Katie's stream if you're looking for, I don't know, kind-hearted lady playing video games. Mostly League of Legends, but you know, sometimes Stardew Valley, sometimes maybe Hearthstone from time to time. I don't know if you guys are into that sort of thing. Kind-hearted ladies in Hearthstone and gamer babes and whatnot. If you are, you might enjoy that place. Oh, the Kings outshot Toronto 34-26, which isn't always the best indicator of success, but it actually oftentimes is a great indicator of, like, you know, who's winning. I mean, if you're already up, you know, 3 or 4-0, sort of take your foot off the gas pedal sometimes. It's Katie, that's right. None other than... Oh, no. Okay, watch this. I'll take it. I'll take it. Wonder what else was in there. 7-8. 0-7-8. Let's see what else we had a chance to pull. Normally the Leafs outshoot people and take the L. Typically that's a good thing in the long run in the NHL. It's a good indicator for who's going to make the playoffs and who's going to do well in the playoffs. Not necessarily like a guarantee, but I don't know how. I'm not too into the deep analytics of hockey, but the Corsi and the Fenwick scores, basically possession metrics and shot metrics and shot prevention metrics, are really, really good indicator of who's going to do well in the long run in hockey. Actually, a good dirty rat. I've been dirty ratting for like 6 months now. Just drafting a couple dirty rats, taking dirty rats, playing dirty rats, being a dirty rat. Gotta keep the smelly head hooked. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for gifting him a sub. He needs that. Plus subs are like $37.50 in Australia now. It ain't right. It ain't right what they're doing to him.
A thirst beyond
Ready to fight for a better future?
Best time of year, hockey and basketball. I would agree. I do like the start of the NFL season as well. Just because I feel like it pulls us out of the nothingness of summer baseball. About to go up to $12, it's crazy. Yeah. I've seen a pretty substantial drop in subs since they raised the price by $1. And, you know, it's cyclical, and it's usually harder, you know, it's hard to say after like a month or two. Some months are like huge outliers one way or another. I'm done gifting, you convinced me. Oh shit, I should have kept my big mouth shut. What I was meant to say was, come on guys, you can give all your money, you can give money, just get a second job. You don't need money for yourself or for your wives or your children. It's $40 for us to get 5. That includes the bundle discount. Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Can I get a Murgle?
Alright, now I just need to work on filling stuff. I was ready to gift $5.98, $5.99, cross the line. That ain't good for me. But it doesn't seem like it's all that bad for you. For me, that's definitely not so good. Which is why, you know, I'll talk about it again in maybe half an hour or so. We all need to download, or not download, we all need to open up a Coinbase account to give Redbeard free money without spending money, and then they'll give you money. Prime is still there? Yeah, Prime's cool. I would much rather people just use their Prime if they have it and let Amazon give us the money and you're already paying for Prime and so on and so forth. That's fine. My wife left me because she spent all our money on gift subs. Please don't check up on that. Really, I gambled it all away. Hey, as long as you're winning, gambling is fine. You can quote me on that. As long as you always win, there's not really a problem with gambling your life savings away. So use the coin to get a 1/1 out. Did discover a 3. I wonder if he had a follow-up. Or if he just kind of got rewarded there. I don't think it's worth it to coin the 1 if you don't have something else. I also think if you have something else, it's probably better than a 3/3. And the lifesteal's irrelevant right now, so... needed this earlier. I always win because when I don't, I drink until I don't remember losing. As long as you don't remember, then it's almost like it didn't happen, unless you hurt someone else or do something like illegal. But if you're just talking about like losing your own stuff, it's kind of fine, you know? I'm putting my faith in the, I'm putting my faith in the malignant. Kinda like a tree. Oh, I might be muted. Let me see. Oh, I'm not muted. Kinda like a tree falling in the woods with no one around to deal, I suppose. Yeah. If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound at all? We can debate the philosophical implications of that. If you gamble $10,000 on, you know, the Buckeyes and they lose on a 3-way parlay, and you forget that you even had the money in the first place, did you really lose it at all? And if your wife left you, did you even have a wife at all, even? How can you prove there is a tree? You probably have to go and like verify it by seeing the tree in the literal forest. So here's my issue. If I hero power, I kill that and I push 2. But then I summon a 2/1. It summons in the order played, or summoned more accurately. So if this one's on the board and this one comes down, then this is the one that eats the corpses and I don't get a reborn. So while this looks super unintuitive, I think it actually makes more sense to make that trade. And then get the reborn going again. Seems like some red pill, blue pill situation. It does, doesn't it? But I eat the red ones during the day because they don't make me drowsy, and the blue ones at night because they usually have some like sleep aid medication. As far as she's concerned, a bank statement just show a bunch of ATM withdrawals. Where'd all that money go? Well, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need further explanation?
You didn't need that, did you?
You know what would have been better for me? The Scourge. But you know what wasn't bad for me? Killing his guy.
Hop on! We're going for a ride!
So same deal in terms of, oh, I can't actually, you know what, that was, oh my god, I fucked that up. Okay, I don't have enough corpses. This one summons before this one. What I was supposed to do was hit this into that, and then I could have another 2/4 reborn. I missed some base damage, but an extra 2/4 is better. Yeah, that's a big problem. 3/1, 2/2, 2/1. Oh man, this card is so good. And I can't even Scourge next turn. Oh man, losing that collateral is gonna hurt real bad. If it had cast the Scourge, I had all the extra minions. That's different. Can I ever just push everything? I don't even have space. I mean, the Sylvanas isn't that good, I guess. I mean, at least it sort of plays around Sylvanas for now, in that I don't have anything good to take anymore. Does the Shadow Step infused card stay infused? Yes, once a card becomes infused, it changes. So if you like resummon it, you'll resummon the infused version. If you draw it, if you shuffle it back into your deck, you'll get the infused version. It's not a buff like this. A good way to tell typically is if the card has their stats changed by green, it's temporary. If the numbers are green, it's usually temporary. And if they're not, then it's usually not.
A thirst beyond death, it sings to me. A thirst beyond death to me.
Good to use, better to learn.
I just don't want to give him this for the Sylvanas. It's kind of annoying for me. First definition for sound on Google specifically mentions that an aspect of it being heard by human or animal ears, which if you operate under that definition, I guess it doesn't make a sound. I disagree, and I think it makes a sound regardless. But it literally just boils down to how you define sound. Yeah, I think that's always been my understanding, is that sound, for all intents and purposes, is just the reception of vibrations that we have, right? So if it doesn't get received, it technically doesn't make a sound. But if you're like, does it vibrate and could make a sound that would be perceived, if there was a entity capable of translating those vibrations to hearing, then it would make it does do that. A lot of times these things are just semantics, right? Like how you choose to define things, or the wordage you choose to use for something. Need some good web spinner hits? Yeah, I think we're still ahead. What's the death battle? Oh, we put a 2/2 on there.
Just stunning. Till death do us part.
I took the trade just so... Oh, I spent all my corpses. Okay, I should have put him to 5. Wait, how do we know it's Oh My Yogg? How do we know it's Never Surrender? Is that right? It vibrates molecules in the air, but does not create sound. Sounds created after the molecules hit your cilia. Yeah, I think so.
Victory is yours.
Yeah,
Luckily, I got offered 5 Deathborns, and we went 12 wins. And that run is on YouTube now, if anybody wants to watch it. You might want to just watch the draft, and at some point see our reaction to 5 Deathborns. That doesn't they happened pretty quickly, one after another. Not all of them. The draft was sick. Yeah, that was a good one.
Starting the operation.
I'm probably gonna play this. If he taps, maybe I hit in hero power. Hold my coin. Sure. Deathborn is back. Yeah, I don't know if I had maybe one in all my mage drafts before that. And then we had a lot more than one. Guess I can do this. Which does make all this stuff kind of menacing.
Psychic detective coming through.
Actually don't have most of my best stuff right now. That's kind of nice. And these could be pretty good. These infused early could be pretty good. He gets a copy of the Frenzied Fangs if he gets it. So it would only need to be infused once. I'm short. Your body, I will break your body. Let's go here. If I hit hero power, I guess I could do that, huh? And then, I don't have to worry about him like healing it or putting a buff on it for a turn.
Can they survive the ring of death? A thirst beyond death, it sings to me. A thirst beyond death to me.
I don't know. Could also trade one of the 3/3s, keep the 1/1, play 2 3/3s kind of thing. That's unfortunate. Hi Redbeard, I've been watching for a while and gotten to the point I can't fall asleep unless you go 12-0. Please go 12-0 for you? Alright, well, gotta put you to bed. I guess I better do it. I guess I'd better do it.
A thirst beyond death. A thirst beyond death.
What happened to my board? Oh, he got the copy of the 5 damage one. Alright, this is where I need to draw Collateral, Corpse Explosion, or Soul Stealer. I drew Batty. Shit.
The exit is this way.
That was
Good to use,
precisely
better to
none of the cards that I needed. Do you think this deck quality has gone down? I only have a few drafts. They've been awful. Yeah, I mean, it's all older sets. So overall, relative to the last meta, deck quality's gone down for sure. I would say that deck quality has probably gotten closer comparatively to other decks. While there's always going to be a big disparity between the best decks and the worst decks, I'd say more decks fall into a range where they can compete than last meta, which is better. I also think the cards in general are oftentimes underwhelming and less interesting. Where I have 7 cards, but none of them do anything, and I'm being beaten by, you know, 4 or 5 cards that don't really do a lot. They added the dual hero BS so they can give me the worst 2 classes and neutrals. Drafting isn't good for me right now. Yeah, wow, I can't believe he's trading. Can't believe he's trading and also like half going face. I can't believe we're drawing this poorly, but maybe I should expect that.
Just a taste. Dead
Can I get a Nurgle?
Where's my hero power going? It doesn't matter. Is that the best I can do? Man, I've got so many tools. No Muncher, collateral damage, Soul Stealer, Corpse Explosion, Death Strike, even like a marked shot.
I see.
Did he just say I see your penis? Well, that's not good. It's the second time I've heard that day since starting my Twitch stream. All face? 5 face. It's a bit of a bummer. Okay. Collateral damage, lethal. Incoming. Well. That's all I can do, right? No, I guess I can hit there. Which... I don't know. Spell hits minions or face is a 50-50 chance of each. I'm not sure. It might work like that, actually. Some cards do work that way. I believe this card is coded to be 50% face or 50% a minion. I wonder...
It's all in your head.
He does not quite die. Oh no, he does die if that goes face. Because he would take 3. Bit of a bad break there. Lose a lot of 50-50s, then lose another 50-50. We might get there. We might. No taunts, no healing, no killing me. He would be dead. Collateral, almost certainly lethal. Soul Stealer, hero power, almost certainly lethal. Marked shot, probably lethal. Double Hellfire. I'll take a double Hellfire, sure.
For you and your guest.
Double Hellfire, tie. Considering how much RNG went in against us this game, and how poorly we drew, I'd take a tie out of this game.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us.
Does that kill me, I wonder? Collateral still kills him, right?
+1.
And it might seem like a great top deck, but when your first 15 draws are all your early game low value shitters, you start to become pretty likely to draw your impactful cards. Depends on the rest of your curve, but if you're saying I have a regular curve and 5 cold cases, I'm totally fine with that. If you're telling me I have 5 cold cases and 6 Chillwind Yetis and 10 Rusty Raiders and no 2-drops in my deck, then I'd probably be like, well, that doesn't seem like it's gonna work out. Kiss your dad square on the lips. I enjoy older times. I'm a boomer. Dreads, is that you? Oh, sorry. Dr. Hungry. Dr. Hungry. Good luck sleeping during an alien invasion. Well, that might be for the best. Maybe go underwater and sleep in an underwater hotel. Maybe nobody tells the aliens we built one of those down there. Actually, now that I think about it, that's where I'm going for a zombie invasion. I'm going straight for one of the underwater hotels. The fun has arrived. What's up, Stormy? Stormy Stormerson, Stormiel the Third. Great to have you here. Tell me what you think about this move. Aliens can't detect you if you're sleeping. This ain't an M. Night Shyamalan movie, okay? It's gotta make sense. I made it early, me too. No issues so far. Keep your fingers crossed, your toes crossed, and whatever the hell else you got, get that crossed too, or those, or all 3 of them, or whatever the hell you need to do. Because we're going on a ride today. God, well, how does he take it? Sylvanas? Maybe he can't. In World War Z, one of the longest surviving groups was the ones that formed a raft community. How did they eventually die? Did they run out of water? Where are we going? Will there be snacks? We're going down to Kokomo. We're gonna take it fast, and then we're gonna take it slow. And yeah, there's gonna be a fruit platter and banana daiquiris. And Blitz Freeman will be the guest of honor. Reska isn't in. No Reska right now. No showdown at the Badlands. Wait, am I playing against the cold case guy from Twitch chat? It sure seems like it's a possibility. What's the deal with that? What's the deal with airline food? You're too kind, sir. Also, I love fruit. Fruit's delicious. How to close the stream for a fair game. I appreciate that. That's very mighty kind of you. They didn't. I think they were actually saved. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, that's nice. How nice for them. I gotta admit, that's a nice pickup on Curve. We need to make it to Texas and get Jerry Jones's yacht. That thing is like a floating city. But don't we need fuel and food and water? No, we'll run out. I need 1 beast to die. That shouldn't be too hard.
I have no time for games.
I have no time for games. Yes, you do. And everything's going face. And then I guess I try to kill his guy. He's gonna take something no matter what, right? Oh, it doesn't matter because I've only got 2 corpses. That's power worth hungering for.
Diado.
One of the first sponsored campaigns I did way back in the day, this is probably 4 or 5 years ago, was with a product called Soylent. It was like, they're kind of like meal replacement, kind of, you know, protein, energy. Well, I don't know if they're really an energy drink, like protein. They were pretty good. And they sent me a bunch, and there was like a, you know, they were going to pay me just to put up like the banner kind of thing. And then they were going to, you know, pay me more if like people bought it or something, or maybe they weren't even paying me more. I don't remember. But one of the chatters here, his name was Redbeard, was like, oh, you know, I'm trying to lose weight, you know, and I'm trying to like find, do you think they're any good? I was like, well, you know, I've been eating them, and yeah, I think they're all right, you know. And he's like, okay, I'll take a bunch of them. I'm like, okay, cool. And I drank a few, and they were pretty good. And I saw him like a couple days later. He came into chat, and he's like, "Those Soylent like gave me like explosive diarrhea for the last like 3 days." Has that been happening to you? I was like, no, I actually can't say it has been happening to me. I was very sorry to hear that. I had another buddy that bought some too. He was not getting his usual explosive diarrhea, so I think it might have been on Redbeard's. Yeah, so I got a beard hair in my mouth. Digestive system, but I did feel bad. Poor guy, yeah, I felt bad. But he came in a chat. It's like, hey, that Soylent gave me explosive diarrhea. Did that happen to you? But I remember, I think he was saying something about trying to lose a little weight. Cut down on some calories and switch over to like a protein drink or whatever. And I was like, well, hey, you know, the diarrhea should at least help with the weight loss, right? So I think ultimately he got what he needed out of the product. Yo, 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 what's up, Anton? His poor bumhole. I was feeling for his bumhole that day. But I didn't mind him. I drank him. I had a bunch left over, too. So I, like, if I recall, I was able to just kind of, like, keep eating them. And I remember, too, at that time, streaming, I really wasn't making, like, any money. So I was like, hey, like, a meal replacement is a pretty good form of payment. I believe they gave me some money on top of that. I was like, oh, well, I can buy a little less food and drink these Soylents, and they were good. I think a bigger company bought them recently. They're still around. I was looking them up. I was like, oh, I wonder if they are around. So this afternoon I Googled them, and they went from like $6 million worth of sales in like 2022 to like $70 million worth of sales in 2023 when a bigger company bought them. So good luck with your hurricane stash. Hopefully, you know, it doesn't give you diarrhea. That was the point. Hopefully not. Price has gone up a lot where I'm looking for an alternative now, though. I mainly drank the caffeine line for breakfast. Ah, okay. I wonder if it went up because of the acquisition, or if it's just a, you know, living thing where everything goes up and we go down. Gosh, ain't this pretty good?
A willing donor.
Last time I went feeling for bumholes, I got thrown out of the San Diego Zoo. Yuck.
You're not laughing!
Let me just be the first and last to say yuck.
Run as fast
And
as you
also,
can.
that ain't good. I mean, this is a lot of damage. 13's low. My fat stores will fuel me for years to come. Oh, that's gonna deal a lot of damage to me. honestly, bit rude. Bit rude, dude. I clear the board, I summon this problem and this problem, as opposed to No Muncher, which would put him down to 6, put me back up to 28. Cause me to waste an extra 2 mana, pretty much. If you were really, really overweight, can you just go longer without eating than someone else? Like if there was a zombie apocalypse, could you just like not eat for like a month and somebody else who was like really thin could only go like a week or 2? How long can you go, let's say, two equivalently sized people, to let's say 160-pound man, all things being equal. Let's just say one person. How long can you go without eating anything? Let's say you just ate nothing, you just drank water. Like, how long would you live, do you think? 3 weeks?
They will never catch me.
But would it be 3 weeks for somebody who was 160 pounds and 3 weeks for somebody that was 360 pounds? I've heard around 3 months. Okay, so we got a range of 3 weeks to 3 months. Some people can go for 40 days with just water. Have you guys ever tried to go really long time? Or like maybe for religious reasons? This one? I don't want to play that. We can all test and compare the data. I mean, someone else has probably done it, right? It's 100% fatal at 8 to 12 weeks. So 2 to 3 months. I tried going without Oreos for 17 minutes. You might have a problem. The survivor will get to write a book. Do we get to sell the book too? By any chance? Should I just play this? I don't know. It is what I opted to do. I guess I could go here. Which, yeah, it could be good if he hits here, maybe. I didn't eat Monday through Wednesday one time when I was around 18. Like every Monday through Wednesday? Or, you said one time. So just like, you didn't eat for a 3-day period? Just once, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if that'd be something I would, like thrive at not eating. Have you ever heard the tale of Walter Will, who only drank water for the first 14 years of his life? He turned out fine. He got a weird nickname from it. I hadn't heard of him. He sounds like a real hero, though. I had a giant Raising Cane's meal on Thursday. I've never had Raising Cane's. I don't know if they have them on the West Coast. Longest period for which anybody's gone without solid food is 382 days in the case of Angus Bearbury, born in 1940, of Tayport, Fife, who lived on tea, coffee, water, soda water, and vitamins in Mayfield Hospital, Dundee, Angus. From June to July of the next year, his weight declined from 214 to 80.74 kilograms. That ain't good.
You shady! Till death do us part.
Isn't it crazy how much matter we have to shove down our gullets? It is kind of crazy. I'm gonna opt for the Robo build in my next life. Maybe augmented Robo pieces. Like, make me like 60% robo, I could run on like oil and nuts and bolts and stuff. Maybe I don't even gotta take that much. I could just like crank up my antenna once in a while. They are on the West Coast. I don't know if they're close enough to me to go there. Discover Nautilus, thank you for your follow. Tell me how much kilograms that is in freedom units. Kilograms? They gave it to us in kilograms, didn't they? 214? 80.74 kilograms? Join the cult mechanics like in Warhammer. I don't know what they do. Do they get their gear shifts cranked from time to time? A Joe Rogan Experience clip popped up on YouTube, and the guy from King of Queens said he only drank water for 40 days to lose weight. Wow. He probably ate something and wanted to sound cool. What's the guy's name? Kevin James? Is that his name? Hope that hits the 6/6. Oh, okay. They believe flesh is weak and the mechanics god wants you to replace all your biomatter with machine parts. Wow, does it hurt them? I hope not. He had millions of dollars as motivation to do so. I was sure that was gonna hit face. It did feel like it might hit face, right? Wow, look at our good positioning. And our good positioning potentially yields victory. I mean, we win, but I'm not sure if the positioning really mattered that much. But
I do.
hi, Red. What's up, Refa? What's Mana Thirst? Mana Thirst means you have to have that many mana crystals. Then it won't be active because you have to have permanent mana crystals, not temporary mana crystals. And you don't have to have that many mana crystals available to spend. You just have to have that many available empty mana crystals. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter if they're empty or full. So overload doesn't affect it. If you're like let's say it's turn 6.
Job's done.
I don't like when I spend 3 mana, I'm only gonna have 3 left over. It doesn't matter how much is left over. But like right now, I could activate Mana Thirst 1.
Need a bit more spice over here.
I get like a 2/3. This is pretty good.
The exit is this way.
I get a 5/4. That's also pretty good. Slightly better, some would say. Does ramping with Druid work? Yes, as long as they're permanent mana crystals. So something like Innervate wouldn't work. Whereas something like
Dead end.
Wild Growth, moving you on turn 3 to 4 mana crystals, to start turn 4 with 5 mana crystals would give you the ability to activate Mana Thirst 5. It's like right now I have mana. I'd be able to activate Mana Thirst 3. Doesn't matter if I coin, Innervate, or anything like that. Now I could do 4.
You shady.
I was hoping 4 cost, 3 cost, 2 cost shadow spell, draw a 4. Sometimes it's just not in the cards though, right? Spiders would have been good last turn. I'm gonna do it like this. Get something off the board. Maybe protect this. Keep this kind of occupied maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, maybe not. Here's hoping he doesn't have a 1. Oh, we know he has a 1. We don't know. Is this a 1? Oh, that's from there. Yeah, we know that.
You look tasty.
I could play something like this and this, or this. Putting out multiple minions for his Gargon to get value off of kind of sucks. Could also go like Mask of Cthulhu if I play this and this. It's gonna be at 2.
Never, sir. But you shall.
Well, that probably cost us the game, but the odds were very, very low. So that sucks.
A thirst beyond death, it sings to me.
That definitely did suck.
Sings to me.
I got a Snow Flipper Penguin, which is hitting the board. I can assure you of that. Yeah, so this one has Mana Thirst 11, so this one we can never Mana Thirst. This one was Mana Thirsted because we're over 6 mana.
Reporting for duty.
If you want the mass to kill a minion, we'll always go pace. It seems that way.
Reporting for duty. Mount up!
Victory is in my grasp.
I just feel like this can kill bigger stuff. It dealt a lot of damage, too.
Need a bit more spice over here. Reporting for duty.
Your souls belong to the
I think this is better. If I do this, I lose all my corpses for that, which is okay because I can play that, but...
The exit is this way. You die in vain. Reporting for duty. The worst. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I do.
I do.
Could be a quality, maybe. Makes it a little easier for him to clear stuff. Should be dead next turn. Could be dead on any given turn.
True.
Yado.
I can confirm they were sniping. Otherwise, how could they have won? 3 consecutive 12-0 runs or a night with
Job's done.
Kim Kardashian. What are we gonna do? Are we playing Arena or, you know, what are we doing? What are you looking at? I was looking at eBay. I sent a message to somebody.
This way.
And I was seeing if they responded to me. But they did not. Not yet.
March on.
I've only faced 2 streamers, and I only didn't snipe one because he wasn't streaming at the time. I respect that. What's the old saying? You should snipe everyone whenever you want, however you feel, just because, you know, you should be entitled to that. Isn't that how the old saying goes? Do what you want, snipe your friends and your enemies alike. I am seductive with my eBay messages. It gets more replies and results. I exclusively snipe Redbeard and Dreads. One of those I think is great. The other I think is, I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing? Why the hell would you do that to the sweet boy? That's me. I'm very seductive with my eBay messages too. And while I do get more replies and results, I also get, you know, severe market discounts with my good-natured charms. But sometimes, you know, I'll try to be strategic. If somebody has 2 items and I want them both, I'll try to be like, hey, why don't you sell them both to me at a severe discount? And then you don't have to worry about selling it twice, and shipping it twice, doing all this crap. You could just sell it once. You know, lose a little money, gain a little convenience, plus you get the money right away. I see a big argument for that. I could take a free trade, but then I lose stats on here. I don't want that. Buy my stuff on eBay, serious, so I can get your seductive messages slightly less, but still serious. What are you selling on eBay? As a party animal, I've been buying vintage Hawaiian shirts on eBay with great results. You know, the market is down on vintage Hawaiian shirts, but not completely out. You know what I mean? Down, but not out. Vintage Hawaiian shirts are coming back.
Not on my watch.
Interesting. Mograine lives. Really want to play this, but I don't have the corpses to make that work right now. It's a little less relevant. I do also need to chip stuff off the board here, because I want to get better cleaves and some cursed lateral damage. How bad is that? Pretty bad. Man, I need an awful lot of corpses right now. Everything's gonna have divine shield, so my collaterals aren't gonna do anything. Hey Josh, thanks for the 33 months. Oi oi. Oi oi. That's annoying, yeah. Yeah. Wait, so do I just lose? It sure looks like it, huh? Can remove all that.
Vengeance is near.
Out of my jungle!
Maybe I want the taunts. That chip damage is so gruesome. Hits harder every turn. End of turn. Well, it hits the same amount of damage, right?
The more you struggle, the better.
Thank you though, Josh. 13 months in a row. Watch this, Josh. Okay, we had many ways to win.
Fiado.
It has world-class security standards, compliance practices, customer support, and more that's used to ensure that Coinbase is as secure as possible. So use our link, !Coinbase in the chat to sign up and claim your free $20 of Bitcoin once you make a trade. The link is there. And the barcode, the QR code, is in the chat as well if you need it. This is sponsored. Yes, this is an advertised placement of Coinbase for the entire month, and this will be our second sponsored stream. You can check out on Twitter as well if you want to see our tweet. If you want to click the link there, that's something you feel more comfortable doing. Also, why am I Redbeard? Coinbase, what's up, Graham? It's all debate crypto now. We ain't gotta do all of that. All we gotta do is sign up for a crypto account on Coinbase. But you know how easy and fun that is. I would love to get that down. Maybe it's like coin 6. Maybe it's 3 coin 3. Oof, okay.
A willing donor.
Just take the damage with double collateral in hand. I love coins, I love bases, third base, getting 2, maybe, you know what I'm saying? It actually prevents a lot of damage here. I could just let this take the damage and hit it and keep my 5-2, but I don't really want to do that. Wow. That is a lot of resources to kill that. You go 5-1-1. Or I can go 4-1-1. I mean, this is so big. Let's get this down now, because then we can go collateral on 8 and then collateral plus bolt on 9. If I play this on 9, I won't be able to get the bolt down too. I will buy so much FTX with Coinbase. Whoops. Somebody ought to tell him. Maybe I think I am dead. In this Hearthstone game? Probably. In real life? Hopefully. Not. Because being dead, that's just the end of the line, I think. Maybe you come back though.
Fast as you can.
Be kind of a nice surprise. I don't have lethal, do I? Maybe I would have actually. 3, 5, 5. Oh, I did have lethal. Alright, nobody questioned the streamer ever. Now is not the time for correctly questioning the streamer. I think I needed to just play this uncorrupted, use this hero power, and I'd get 1, 2, 3, 6. About the best you can possibly start. If I can hit a 1, I don't think you can start better. Batty guessed. I'll take a jeweled macaw. I'm not a greedy man. I'll take a jeweled macaw. How does it feel, Redbeard, to be the unluckiest player that ever lived? Not drawing a 1-drop on turn 1 when you're curving out with maybe the best 2, maybe the best 3, and definitely the best 4 of all time. I'll tell you, Twitch chat, it doesn't feel good. Now I'm gonna play with my nuts for a little while. Oh wait, there's some coconuts in the top right too. What's up, Mr. Jerbeck? My only fear is that he doesn't play enough cards to let me infuse. I don't know if it counts as the best 4 when you have no bodies, but I got bodies. I got, well, 4 bodies. That fills me with some amount of despair. Hopefully I hit the minion. Okay, but now, my dear Appa, I in fact do not have the bodies.
Can I get a Murgle?
That minion cannot fight yet.
This
I
turn.
have too many minions.
Play with your family jewel in the upper left. Oh my god, I broke it. Mom always said if I played with it too much, it would break. God damn, she was right. Interesting. I actually need to trade, right? Yeah, and it could be objection anyway. No, oh man, maybe I'd rather that get objected.
A Will's donor.
Excuse me. AOE. Your prayer was answered. I have my AOE now. Your unfounded and misguided prayer has been answered. What if I play this and this? Kind of hate it. I take 8, but I might not take anything. I might only take 4. Would I rather play anything else? I guess it doesn't make a difference if I'm doing that. Do I care about a weapon that much? Not really, right?
Let none survive.
Okay, we start again. Hopefully without a 6 mana destroy everything, summon a 14/14 that pyroblast my face. Let's hope. Does Corpse Explosion stop after killing enemy minions? No, it'll kill your own minions. All minions. So you do gotta be a little careful with that. Do I ever hold the thing? Why don't we do this? Try to crack that Soul Stealer and then move into the Horror. Malignant Horror really should have lifesteal. 12 wins, let's go, you can, I believe in you. I'm gonna try my best. Right now, it's not looking so good. Then again, I could draw a Gnome Muncher.
You look tasty.
You shady!
Guess I should have done that first. Is this thing coming alive now? It is. Could give this one Reborn. Without a thing, it could be good. Man, I've got some good stuff that I don't want to pull. Mograine, Corpse Bride. Actually, I do want to pull those because I do forget. I get them in my hand too. Okay. Real quick, Red, what's better, Spirit Poacher or Nightcloak Sanctum? Nightcloak Sanctum, I think, is actually better than Spirit Poacher. Which is a little concerning, because both of them are broken. What if I do this first? I lose my guy, he gets a 2/4 taunt. He's gonna play a Caligos though, probably. But as currently constituted, I probably can't deal with this right now either. Maybe with a hero power?
Did that just...
That's frustrating. I gotta admit, that's suboptimal. I like the trades. I guess now I can... No, I'll never be able to get something down before that. Like that. Just attack my guys for some reason. Man, I wish I could just kill this.
Your souls belong to the living. The exit is this way.
This did not feel as though these sequences of draws and hits yielded the possibility of a win. What gaming mouse am I using?
My torment.
Diado.
The Lich King!
Man, we had such a good opener. This hand and this amount of mana crystals to start the game, one fewer than last game. Very much the opposite of what we had last game. We won't steal any hearts, certainly not, or livers. Well, that second one is a little bit debatable. Firefly. I have a Firefly, sort of. Not a great card anymore, the Prime version, but they're fun, right? Oh, that's not good. Please pick the Hunter portrait more often. I like the way you think. Simply put, I like the way you think. Guess this is just better right now, right? Like he can hit and then chop it, but then maybe he can't quite clear everything. I was picking things up with my toes. Oh, that feeling of knowing you're at least gonna kill this is very good. Now he does have a, you know, upgraded concoction and so on, but impossible to win a 50-50, Redbeard. No, it's possible. In fact, some would say I deserve a little luck from time to time. I would be one of those people. I would be one of those people. I mean, he probably gets like a 10 drop, right? Come on, let's be honest. How is that even in the realm of possibility of fairness?
Till death do us part.
Simply, I just don't know. Do you only play Hearthstone or you do other games in your spare time? I was playing Genshin for a while. I've played Magic the Gathering Arena offline a bit. I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I was playing Monster Train for a bit. Monster Train! I like that game quite well. Silver Moon Shitter. Next turn.
A thirst beyond death.
Monster Train. What else was I booting up? So many tabs open. Oh, I do not have enough mana here. Do I do this? Hit there, hero power there, push 7. Hit there, hero power, get a 1 down. I think I'd rather do it like this.
It seems to me.
Bit annoying, I do want to kill that. I was playing Zenless too, same people who made Genshin. Hades, I went on a Hades 2 run for a month or two. I like Hades 2. I never played Hades 1. I mean, you know what, Taz and I just beat Final Fantasy VII yesterday,
Thirst beyond death.
and that was quite a lot of fun. I have not played through a lot of console games in the last, decade or so. I enjoyed that game. I played it once when I was a kid, but I think I got stuck in the crater at the end, and I couldn't make it to the end, and I couldn't leave or something. I don't know. I played through the Super Mario RPG. That's the copy he gets.
You shady.
Yeah, I guess.
What a delicious pot! It seems to me.
Hades 2 got a big update yesterday. More content, and it's still in beta. Oh yeah? I'll have to download the update and do a run. Maybe we'll do a run on stream. Would you date within Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Ares. I made the right choice. Or maybe the wrong choice. There was kind of an implication, I thought, at one point, that maybe all three of us could partake in the a life of deliciousness together. I kind of was getting that vibe. That's a fair card. Hades run on stream. We've done probably 5 or 10 Hades 2 runs on stream. Mostly involving me winning and stylishly beating the old guy, the old fart. 12 wins feels so much better than 11 wins. But they both feel good. I will say this, back-to-back 12-win runs. You love to see it if you're a Redbeard fan. You hate to see it if you're a Redbeard hater. And hopefully you love to watch it on YouTube. And you're currently in the process of hitting the like and the subscribe button and leaving a comment. Oh my god, 2 packs, an epic card from a set that's not in Arena, and 250 gold. Fuck you, Blizzard. That's all I gotta say about that.